has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I am Randy with Beyond Limits of Palm Beach Mobile Detailing. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys along our next detailing appointment. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Don't not get strained but straightening. Hey. Don't not get strained but straightening. Don't not get strained but straightening. You don't get shit straight, you don't straighten it.
All right, Randy, what's going on? Can you not find the car?
Right now, I don't seem to find the building nor the vehicle. So it's a little bit confusing. We're supposed to be going to building 705, and I only see building 701 through 704. But I'm just gonna make another turn, and if I can't find the vehicle or the building, I'll just go ahead and call the customer and speak with them as a last resort.
And is this a common issue you detailing in apartments?
I wouldn't say it's a common issue, but you always have that in the back of your head when going to an apartment, that there's a ton of apartments in one complex because there's different numbers all over the place and there's a lot of vehicles. It can get a little bit confusing and overwhelming, but it just depends on how you take that. Right now, I'm just trying to figure it out on my own, but if I can't figure it out on my own, then I'll just go ahead and speak with the customer and tell them, hey, I'm out here, and we'll just meet up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I see that you tried calling and they didn't give you an answer. Are you getting worried or concerned?
I wouldn't say I'm getting worried, just maybe a little concerned. Just want to know if they're maybe sleeping still or maybe forgot about their appointment. But I like to give the customer always the benefit of the doubt. So I'm just going to give them a call again and see if they're going to answer or not.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 561.
Do you think there's any chance that this could be the vehicle right here?
It could be. I mean, it's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's 2019, and this one looks like the newer models, but I'm not too sure. There's a lot of people who live here with maybe the same kind of vehicle, but as far as this entire portion of the apartment complex, that does seem to be the only Jeep Grand Cherokee. We're supposed to be looking for building or unit 704. I mean, if you see over there, it's building 700, but it says 701 through 704 and 721 through 724. I mean, there's no 705. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out how does that work, because I don't think there's any other, unless on the other side of the building it's 705 through 720. Yeah, that would make sense. Now, why is the customer not answering? I'm just gonna give them a few minutes and then we'll go ahead and try another call.
And what happens if you try giving them multiple calls and they don't answer?
Well, I think that when we get to that point, I'll then go ahead and make a decision on what to do, which most likely, just leave. There's really nothing much you can do about it. But, like I said, I want to give the customer benefit of the doubt for a few first minutes, give them a chance. You may never know. People, come home late last night or, just oversleep or totally forget about their appointment, which is not too common, but, you can never leave that out of the question. So right now, we're just going to see what it seems to be, if it's just a customer who's waking up late, or you know, it's just like a entire phony appointment, you know, which I highly doubt because I do have a real phone number. I do have like a real email and everything checked out. You know, I usually can tell if someone is pulling off, you know, like a phony appointment just to try to waste my time. But I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't seem that way. You know, I always have that in the back of my mind, always. But, you know, you just may never know. There's people who are really good at, you know, trying to, you know, just mess with other people's lives. So, give me 1 second. I'm gonna give him a call, and then we'll go about this matter right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5, 6.
Let me go ahead and text them and see if that makes any difference, which I highly doubt.
Hey Randy, has this situation ever happened to you before in the past?
Has this situation ever happened where the customer takes a little time before actually answering or showing up outside? Yes. Has this ever happened where I've shown up to an appointment and it was a complete, you know, fake appointment, or, you know, it was a no-show? No, it has never happened. But, you know, there's always a first for everything. And I guess this would be a good time, since, you know, we're actually recording, we can catch it on camera. But other than that, it has never happened.
Randy, so what's your plan for this instance?
Well, right now, our appointment was scheduled for 7:30. We got here on 7:35, I want to see, and it's now 7:53. So it has been 23 minutes since our appointment was actually, you know, supposed to be started or scheduled in the beginning. So I'm just gonna wait till 8 a.m. just to know, you know, I at least waited, you know, an entire half an hour, or you know, gave him that benefit of doubt until 8 a.m. After that, the customer, you know, leaves me no choice, but, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on with my day.
Is this a first-time customer?
First time customer, yes, because I've actually never been to this customer or never detailed their vehicle. So yes, if we even get to detail their vehicle. So I don't know if it would be considered the first time, but yes.
All right, and have you been to this location before in the past?
At first, the place did look familiar, and then as I was coming through the entrance, I realized that I haven't been here. But once we came to this back of the parking lot, I did notice, yes, I have been here before. However, it's been, you know, maybe 2 years when I first began. One of the first few places that I came to, when I first started detailing, I remember we washed like 3 or 4 vehicles right in this, maybe even we're here where we're actually parked at right now. I was charging maybe $25-$30 at that time. And I remember that we came to detail one vehicle, and all the people around who saw us detailing came asking for a card, came asking for pricing. And we even got, you know, some detail appointments, like I said, on the spot. So I know that as soon as we finished that detail, there was like 2 vehicles that said that we could wash the vehicle right then and there. And at the time, you know, I was hungry for jobs. You know, we're starting up detailing, so I said, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And we did it. I even remember we detailed a small Toyota Corolla, which was maybe like a 2006, I want to say, and it was very, very dirty inside and outside. Like it was horrible. And we detailed it for about $25. And I remember, I'm like, at least the customer, you know, might tip us, you know, at least $5. You know, we're gonna come out of here with $30. And I remember that the customer didn't even tip us, but it's all cool. I wasn't mad. You know, was I expecting a tip? Maybe, but you know, you can't expect a tip. A tip is always, you know, something that the customer can offer if they desire to. But you know, you learn from the process. You know, and at the end of the day, it is a process. You know, we used to charge $25-$30 back then. You know, and now, you know, our minimum price right now, it's at least $120. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that I have been here before. Different customer, of course, and different clientele. Now it's completely different. We're back here once again, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's for the better. You know, customers flaking on us right now, but we'll see how it ends up going. At least you guys will know by the end of the video how this ended up going, whether we ended up detailing their vehicle or we just ended up leaving. Stay tuned. Okay, so now it is 8 a.m., guys. I've called the customer 3 or 4 times. I've texted him twice, and there's no response. So at this point, guys, there's really nothing much we can do. We're just gonna go ahead and move on with our day. We do have another appointment at 10:30 in the morning today. It is still 8 a.m. right now, so that's not until another 2.5 hours. So, we'll just wait until that appointment. But as of right now, we're gonna leave the apartment complex, and we're not gonna be detailing this vehicle because the customer never showed up, never came out. I believe we did find the vehicle. I want to say it's like Cape Grand Cherokee because we did figure out that on the other side of the building it did say 705 through 719. However, the customer doesn't answer. There's really nothing much you can do. I can get to the customer's house, apartment, location, but if the customer doesn't show up and give me access to the vehicle, there's just no point of doing the job. You're not going to get paid. So there's nothing really else I can do.
All right, Randy. So do you require a deposit when booking?
I actually don't. So you're able to book an appointment real easy. You just enter your name, your email address, the location we're supposed to be going to, the type of vehicle you have, and the type of service you desire done on your vehicle, as well as your phone number and any comments customer wants to leave for us. That's about it. No actual payment information or card information or anything like that. That way it encourages some people to go ahead and book, as opposed to people who get discouraged of booking an appointment when having to leave a deposit in advance.
Will this experience make you want to start having to have customers leave a deposit?
Well, technically, the ideal thing for everyone at all times is to require a deposit in advance. If the customer is serious, they should have no problem wanting to leave a deposit, because they know that, at the end of the day, they are going to want the service done and pay you. So the ideal and the perfect world, yes. However, like I said, I've noticed that a lot of people get discouraged from actually booking, whether it's a detailing appointment or hair appointment, nails appointment, any appointment. A lot of people get discouraged when they hear that they have to leave a deposit. So I try not to. Is this experience something that will change my mind and want me to go ahead and require a deposit? I honestly don't think so, because like I said, it does happen once a year, if that. Most of the time a lot of people are serious, and this actually never happened to me, so this is the first time. But there's always a first for everything, and I'm just gonna be a little bit more careful next time. I might just call the customer the day before, just to make sure. If it does look a little bit sketchy, the appointment does look sketchy, I'll just go ahead and take extra measures just to be sure that the next day the customer will come out and that it is a legit appointment indeed.
All right, Randy. So it's 8:30 here in the morning. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions, if that's fine with you.
Yep.
All right. So did the customer ever reach out to you, or whatever happened to the situation?
Yeah, so it is now 8:29 in the morning. We're at a gas station right now, and no, to this moment, the customer has not reached out to me, whether it's by text or calling, hasn't even apologized or anything like that. So it makes me think, was this a legitimate appointment? Not too sure. We'll see maybe at the end of the day if they even reach out back to me. But as of right now, it's been an entire hour since our appointment was supposed to be, started or scheduled for. So up to this moment right now, there has been no contact whatsoever from the customer themselves.
All right. And for the upcoming detailers, would you recommend for them to require a deposit?
For any upcoming detailers, I think that I would recommend maybe not to require deposits, just because when you are upcoming, you want to get every chance possible of detailing a vehicle, of getting a job, in the books on your appointments. So when you require a deposit, like I said, it discourages many potential customers. And when you're beginning, you don't want to run that risk of not, being able to book in some jobs, because you want every possible booking that you can get. You want to get your name out there, you want to show what you can do. So when you require a deposit at first in the beginning, it just, it limits you. So you don't want to be limited, you want to have every chance possible. Not to mention, you're only beginning, so you're already kind of limited. You don't want to limit yourself anymore, if that makes any sense.
All right. So this isn't the ideal way how to start your day, but does this discourage the rest of your day?
No, things like this, happen in any business, in any job, in any part of life. So, I just got to think positive. It happened. Oh, well, it's the first time for everything. You learn from your experiences. And does this ruin my day? Not at all. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. I believe in that. And is it discouraging? Not at all, I would say. Would you have preferred to do the detail? Maybe. But it is what it is. It happened and you just move forward. You got to think of it with a positive mindset. Everything happens for a reason and, move on with our day. We do have another detail for today. So, we're just going to wait until then and until we start with that detail, move on with our life.
All right. So in this instance, I know that you mentioned that you have a next appointment. Would you text or call that customer and ask them if you could come a bit earlier than expected?
Yeah, so I think it all depends on every case scenario itself. For example, today, my next customer, we actually regularly detail their vehicle. And I know that their location is not their home location or anything like that. Rather, it's like a apartment, or I should say like a storage facility where they actually go there to do whatever they need to do there. So I do know from past experiences that when we arrive, they're usually arriving at the same time. So that tells me that, they always schedule the appointment at a certain time because they know they will be there for a certain time. So in this instance, they're not at a home. So it's not like I can text them and say, hey, could we arrive earlier than expected? Because they're not always there. Had it been a different customer where we also detail them their vehicle regularly, or even a new customer, and just say, hey, we could arrive to your home sooner than expected. Is that something that will work for you? And the customer will then reach back out whether yes or no. However, in this instance, I just know from past experiences from me detailing their vehicles all the time that it wouldn't work out. So in this case, no, we'll just arrive at the actual time that was scheduled. okay. So it's authorizing it now. Continue, and it's approved. So it should send the receipt now to the email on file. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
All right, Randy, so it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon right now. Any word from the customer?
From the customer this morning to this point, still no communication whatsoever from their end. You know, I did do some due diligence and found out who the person was, and it seems like I do know of this person. I don't know the person, but I think that overall, I think it was just somewhat of a setup. You know, they just wanted me to waste my time, waste my resources, waste my gas. You know, they got what they wanted, but you know, at the end of the day, we did get some content. So, you know, you got to look at everything from a positive perspective and, you know, move on with our day. That's going to be a wrap for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and press that subscribe button. As always, guys and girls, see you on the next one.